In today's video, we're going to be learning how to cut and sew this beautiful, very simple gown. So if this is what you're interested to learn how to do, please stay tuned and watch till the end of this video. Thank you. So to cut this beautiful gown, you would need 2.5 yards of material. A lot of people use 3 yards, okay, but I decided to work with 2.5 yards of fabric, and then you'll be folding it in a scarf form, in a triangular form, just like this. I opened it up so that I can fold it again right before you. So you'll be folding it like this in a triangular form, okay, very well. Ensure that you place it very well. Then you'll be folding these two of these for the front and for the back, okay. So you have to cut it out and be exact. Now I want to ensure that I have my neck measurement plus my shoulder measurement plus 3 inches sewing allowance on this place that I'm keeping my tape now, okay. Now if you have your neck measurement and then your shoulder measurement, you can now mark that as your starting line, okay. Your 3 inches sewing allowance can come down if you don't have it exactly here. So I ensured that I had my neck measurement and then my shoulder measurement on this line, so that line becomes my starting line. I want to first go ahead and measure out my neck measurement. For my neck width, I'll be working with 3 inches, okay. So for the neck depth, you can actually vary on whatever you want. Even if you want to do more than 3 inches for your neck width, all you have to ensure that you have at that your starting line, you have enough, okay. So from this area down, I'll be marking my neck depth. So I decided to work with 4.5 inches. Please follow what I'm doing, because of the chalk is white on a white material, so it may not be too visible, but I'm going to be explaining everything explicitly so that it will be easy for you to understand, okay. And I'll also draw it closer so that you can also see it. So I want to measure out my shoulder measurements now. My shoulder from this point is 8 inches, okay. Now that place where I have 8 inches, okay, I decided to add a slope, all right. So from that place where I marked 8 inches, I added 2 inches, then at 10 inches, that starting line is exactly 10. So I came down by 9 inches. You can see me coming down from that point by 9 inches. Then I came down again by 7 inches. I marked 9 inches and I came down again, and then I marked 7 inches. Very, very simple. So what you have to do is that at your starting line, you can even add up to 3 inches. For me, I just had 2 inches left, so that's why I have 10 inches there. And then I came down by 9 inches, okay. Then I came down by 7 inches. This 7 inches is where my arm will come out from. This 9 inches is for my shoulder slope, okay. The sleeve, the falling down of the sleeve. Then that 7 inches is where my arm will finally come out from. I hope this is clear, okay. So it is very, very simple. Once you have gotten up to this stage, you know that you have practically almost cut your gown. So what I'll be doing now is to measure out from my starting line now the length of my gown. So whatever length you want to work with, go ahead and mark it at this point. So I'll go ahead now and cut this out very, very simply. The length I'm working with, I'll be marking it now. So after cutting this out now, I'm going to place this triangular form on another triangular form to make it 2 pieces. At that point where I marked for my 7 inches mark, the starting point, I'm going to notch it and then connect with a slope down, okay. I stopped at 9 inches. From that 9 inches mark to my 7 inches mark is going to have a small slope, okay, a small curve, a curvy, sign there, okay. So I'm going to use that piece, place it on the back piece, okay, and cut it out. The only difference between the two of them will be the neck, if you want the neck to be different. If not, just place it together and then have the exact time. If you want to have the same neck for the front and for the back, it is very, very simple. Tell me this gown is not simple. While you are at this, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe and turn on your notification bell. Don't forget to like this video. Okay, now watch me cutting out this loop now, because at this point when I'm cutting it out, it will now be visible more than the times that I've been marking it. Okay, so you can see the slope I meant, and then I also cut this out. The shoulder also has a little bit of slope. I cut it out to the neck area. Then I'll go ahead now and cut out my neck. Before then, I want to mark the neck I want to use for the back, because I don't want the back and the front to be the same. But if you want your own to be the same, do the same. Okay, so for the back I use 2 inches. For the front I use 4.5. You can even use up to 5 inches. Okay, so you can see the little difference between the front and the back neck. Okay, now once you are done, the next thing you are going to do is to cut your facing. Okay, the facing for the front and the facing for the back is very simple. And how do you cut your facing? Folding this fabric like this and placing the main material on the interface. Okay, what you're going to be using for the facing of this fabric. Very, very simple. Then cut with the direction. Okay, very simple. That's it. Okay, so I will do the same thing for the front and for the back. Then I will turn it over like this. Once you are done turning it over, give it a good press. I also turned the sleeve area, that place my arms will be coming out from. I used the same fabric and then turned it out. I also did the same thing for all the sides of the sleeve, because there will be 4 sides for you to turn in. Okay, and then 2 sides for the neck, the front and the back. So this is the front neck turned out, the back neck is also turned out, the sleeve is turned out, and then I also join from this shoulder point down to the sleeve. Leave the sleeve side, go down. Do the same thing, join this side up to the sleeve area, stop at that point, leave that side open, then sew down. Very simple, and that is pretty all. Don't forget to give it a good press when you are done. Okay, so see what I did. I stitched till this point where I have my sleeve, that sleeve opening, and then I left it open. This side is open. I continued from this point down, and I did the same thing for the other side. So that is how simple it is. This is very simple. Okay, I did the same thing for this side. That's it. So thank you for watching. Thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for watching this video up to this point. You can see my sleeve, where my sleeve opening is, and this is how the gown looks. So beautiful and easy to make, very beginner friendly. Stay tuned for more videos. Bye.